What's up guys, today's video is on the top 5 best bread machine. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Starting at number 5, we have the Zojirushi BBPDC20BA Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus Breadmaker. Anyone who takes home baking seriously will appreciate all the features and options packed into this Zojirushi breadmaker, and its performance in lab and home tests made it our best overall pick. It has 15 different pre-programmed courses, including a wide variety of bread, each with the choice of light, medium, or dark crust, but you can also create your own custom programs. This machine has 2 kneading paddles to make sure no bits of flour are left unmixed, and a 13-hour delay timer so you can wake up to hot, fresh bread for breakfast. A large window even lets you check the progress of your bread as it bakes. Our home tester tried 3 basic bread recipes with this model, and they all turned out perfectly. Even when she strayed from recipes, the end result was consistent. I started adding different flours, changing the amount of butter, and even mixing the ingredients in the wrong order to see what might happen. Each time, the finished loaf emerged looking good, and with a nice texture as well, she reported. Our lab tests had the same findings, cementing our decision to recommend this as the best overall machine. On all of the test loaves, the Virtuoso produced great aeration on the interior and tasty bread with a crisp crust. A feature that's hard to achieve since machines bake at a cooler temperature than ovens. The lab also appreciated that the Virtuoso Plus bakes loaves with a domed top, shaped more like a real loaf than the flat ones other models put out. When we made banana bread, we got great color, even doneness, and perfect texture. Other features also stood out, from the unobtrusive alerts to the countdown timer to the easy-to-clean non-stick loaf pan. This is a high-end machine with a price to match, though, so it might not be the best option for casual bakers or novices who aren't sure how much use they'll get out of a bread maker. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Cuisinart Breadmaker. As its name implies, Cuisinart's compact automatic bread machine makes quick and simple work of turning dough into beautiful loaves of bread. Designed to produce loaves in a variety of sizes, this machine offers additional flexibility by including 12 pre-programmed options, a 13-hour delay start timer, and options that allow you to bake various types of bread and control whether the crust is light, medium, or dark. Its slim vertical baking pan, with easy release, makes use in cleaning simple and keeps the machine slim and suitable for counters in smaller kitchens. We found the instructions to be very easy to understand and the machine itself easy to program. At number 3, we have the Hamilton Beach Breadmaker machine. For less than $100, I was stunned at how nice a loaf of bread the Hamilton Beach Home Baker made. It nearly took the number 1 spot on my list, but the model's limited features just barely kept it out of the top. The crumb was airy and flavorful, and the crust was bordering on crunchy. I was eating a lot of warm slices of bread over 2 days of testing, and the Hamilton Beach loaf was one I went back for a second slice of without hesitation. As one of the least expensive models, it has a bit of a larger footprint, especially in terms of depth, though the extra space in the baking cavity might account for the particular success of its crust. In addition to the standard settings, the Hamilton Beach Home Baker also includes cake and gluten-free programs. This is the only other model, like the Oster, where the particular stage during bread making isn't shown on the display. But again, this has little utility other than satisfying curiosity, or if you're going to try for a Cuisinart move and pull out the mixing paddle between the final rise and the baking stage. At number 2, we have the Breadman 2 Pounds Professional Breadmaker. This Breadman Breadmaker has 14 baking functions, with 3 different crust settings and 3 loaf sizes, for a whole lot of different options. There's also a 15-hour delayed start timer and a 1-hour keep warm option after baking. And the machine comes with a spiral-bound manual cookbook with more than 80 recipes. Our home tester found the machine's looks unassuming and footprint sizable, but said it's definitely worth the counter space. Baking up a picturesque loaf of white bread took 3 hours on the regular setting or 1 hour, 45 minutes on the rapid one. Both loaves came out with an airy interior, with the longer time allowing for more of a rise and a more even bake. Using the largest, 2-pound setting, our lab testers got a super soft, super delicious loaf that tasted great but couldn't maintain structural integrity in a sandwich. Banana bread came out absolutely beautifully, though the included recipe has you mix the batter in a separate bowl before pouring into the machine, which kind of defeats the purpose of the bread machine. The Breadman's clever collapsible kneading paddle retracts into a divot in the pan to avoid leaving a big hole in the finished loaf and making it easier to remove the loaf from the pan. It's a nice feature, but flour and dough got caught up in the paddle itself in the lab, and testers found it a bit of a pain to clean with a pipe cleaner. There's also an attached fruit and nut hopper that adds mix-ins automatically for specialty recipes. And finally at number 1, we have the Oster Expressbake Breadmaker. The Oster Expressbake has a lot to offer for a median price tag. Several of the models here include an express cycle, and the Oster cycle is one of the quickest, whipping up a basic loaf of bread in just an hour. Loaves baked in the express mode tend to be denser, as the rising and proofing time is typically diminished. The loaf I made on the basic cycle achieved a nice rise in a flaky crust. The Oster model is the only option on this list under $150 that includes the fruit and nut dispenser, which means you really can set it and forget it, even for more complicated recipes. In addition to the bread, dough and jam settings, the Oster Expressbake even includes settings for oatmeal and yogurt, in which the machine masquerades as an instant pot for low and slow cooking. Anyone can do overnight oats in the fridge, but warm overnight oats are decidedly special. In terms of size, it is the second smallest model available. The only limitation of the Oster compared to most other machines on this list is that its display doesn't show you what stage the bread in progress is in, though that's a feature that satisfies curiosity more than it affects performance, and the countdown timer lets you know when your bread will be ready. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time.